Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use canva.com to be able to make an animated video. So here I am on my homepage and I'm going to go to Canva by going to canva.com. And I am already logged in, but in case you have not used Canva before or you are not logged in, all you're going to do is go to login. And you're going to go to login with Google. You're going to choose your school account. And it should be as easy as that. If that is not easy, that means you have to log into your school account, enter your password, and you should be good to go. And I want to make a video, so I'm going to click on videos. And it's going to give me the different templates I can use. Something for a mobile app, Facebook, Instagram Reel, TikTok video, something to help you do this. I'm going to go with the simple video because that's what I want. But if you want to explore the other options, you can go for it. And essentially what it does, it gives you 5-second clips for everything that you want to add. And the more you add on this plus sign here, the more you add to your time here. And what it does is that eventually it plays all the slides that you add and it makes it into a video. And you download it as a video and you upload it to Canvas as a video. And it's very simple, right? You start with a title. Here I'm going to start with history verses. So I'm just going to go with history for now because I doubt they have history verses. See if they have any banners. History. Let's see what they have on history. They have this cool little banner here. And the way, sorry, I did that really quickly. I like this banner immediately, so I clicked on it and it populated here in my editing screen. So I'm just going to move it here. You guys know I love maps, so I'm going to add a map. I'm going to keep looking at more maps, right? I'm going to keep looking at what they have. And I think, this is good for now. And I'm going to see, maybe they have verses. So I'm going to verses. Oh, and they have, again, some stuff that we could use. Not really what I'm looking for. Maybe this one. So I like this one. I'm going to click on it. History versus, and then Advents. I'm doing Advents from Guatemala. Oh, this one's nice too. I'm going to switch it out. I'm going to delete this one. I can click on delete, or I can click delete on my keyboard, which is faster. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I go to text, and I'm going to look for Advents. Oh wait, not look for Advents. I'm going to look for something that I like. I like this one. I feel like it matches the vibe. I'm going to Control A or Command A. And I'm going to delete everything and write Advents. Because that is the person I chose. And I'm going to put it here. Right? This is going to be my title. This is how I'm going to open up my video. And then, because we're doing history, and we're doing a courtroom, I'm going to look for a courtroom. So I can go to Elements and see what they have. Courtroom. And let's choose this. So I'm going to start with the judge, like the videos usually do. So I'm going kind of fast because I already did my outline on the worksheet that Ms. Montes gave me. So I'm like, I already have the vision in my head and I'm just using my time now to be able to bring it to life on the screen. And I know I want a lawyer, so I'm going to look for a lawyer. I need 2 lawyers because I have 2 sides, right? I have the opposing and I have the for side. So this guy, let's make this guy into the lawyer that argues that Advance is a good guy, and let's make her the one that argues that Advance is a bad guy. Let's make them about the same sides. So here we have it, right? And I could even look for speech bubbles so I could animate this a little bit better. Or make it a little bit more realistic. I like this one. Well, let's do 7. Okay, I like this one for her. You know, like the blue. Is that a good one? Yeah. And let's do the yellow. This other yellow for this guy. You know, let's do pink. Yellow's good. Okay, sorry, I was having trouble deciding. Okay, so let's give yellow to him, blue to her. And that's, you know, every time I want them to talk or I make an argument, I'm going to use them to be able to do that. I also like that, like, our history versus videos always have like the gabble to start things off. So I'm going to look for that. I'm going to go to gabble. I don't know how to spell things. Gabble. And they have some here. What did I do? Okay. I like this one. So again, I'm just clicking on it, getting my image. And then I'm going to start making my argument, right? So I want this guy to go first and say that Arbenz was rightfully elected. So something that's going to help me is if I already have images that I want to use, download it either to my iPad or my computer. So it's super easy for me to go back and find it. So I already did that in advance. So I'm going to upload, go to File, Uploads. I have a folder named Advanced, and I'm going to upload everything I looked for, right? So that's why we're storyboarding on our worksheet beforehand so that we're able to do this much faster and quicker. So I want in one of my arguments to just introduce Advanced, right? So this is going to be my introduction of Advanced, and I'm going to say he was elected. So maybe I'm going to look for something that has to do with elections. I like this one. I like the idea that he was elected by the people and you have all these hands. Vote. So I'm just kind of adding it, right? And I'm gonna add that he was elected. So I'm gonna do another slide. That he's elected because he promised land reform. So I found this poster here that says, or this propaganda piece that said that he wanted land reform, right? And then here is the opposing view. So maybe it's time for me to add a slide on him being possibly taking land from Chiquita Banana. So I have this like this diagram here about Chiquita Banana having control. And I even have Chiquita Banana here that I can add to my slide deck. Right? So as I am building my argument, I'm adding images. The tricky thing about using Canva though is that you can't use voice, or I haven't figured out how to add voice. So all it does is it adds the images, and you're gonna have to add the voice later on. So for example, here I'm making my animation, and as it goes on, it starts bringing up pictures. And this is totally fine with me. You know, like if you can animate it somehow better than this, you're gonna get an A. But this is also good stuff. Right, so my first argument, he wanted land for the people, land reform. Chiquita Banana owned a lot of the land, felt threatened by that, reached out to the US. Here we have, you know, the plotting of his overthrow and how he's being called a communist, right? So this is much, like, it's so much simpler to make this animation if I already have some of these things ready. And if I want to add, you know, more, I could duplicate a slide by going to the 3 dots here. Duplicate. Okay, let's say she argued, okay, he's trying to take land from the Chiquita Banana. They reached out to the US. He can make another argument before they argue that he's a communist. And it could be that he was a man of the people, of the working people. Right? And then she can make another argument. So I'm going to go to 3 dots again and duplicate and drag it. Make an argument that that was really just communism. And again, they could go back and forth. Duplicate page. Arguing different things. That, like, he just wanted land reform. Tierra y libertad. That's what the people elected him to do. And they could literally go at it. Duplicate. And even if your animations don't necessarily animate, as long as you're able to describe your argument out loud, so as the video is playing, you can download it, upload it to iMovie and then add the sound. There's many different ways you could do it. But that's how you would use Canva to start making, like, essentially a slideshow to be able to make an argument for your history versus video. The last step I'm going to add here is so with all of this, I'm at 1 minute and 30 seconds. With all of this, I'm going to say, okay, I'm finally at 3 minutes. I'm going to download the video. I'm going to go to share, download as MP4. That is fine. Anything that's not that, even a GIF I think might be too fast, won't necessarily be good quality for a class. JPEG, you won't be able to see it. PNG as well, PDF as well. GIF will be too fast. So I think MP4 might be our best option. So we're going to click MP4, download, and then you just go to Canvas and upload it there. Like I said, I haven't quite figured out how to add voice within Canva, but we could add the voice later in iMovie. And I'll upload a video on how to do that as well. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Have fun editing.